I don't know whether I ever did. If they said I could come and try out, I went and tried, and I liked it so much. I know when I went to West End Orioles at the midget age, I didn't really make the team then because I was an import. But Bill McKenzie, again, who I say was a good man, he invited me to keep coming out to practices and play exhibition games. And that was great. And as luck would have it, or unluck for somebody else, one of the players that was on the team broke his leg, and I got his spot, and the rest was basically history. But I just had no idea that I'd ever play professional hockey in my own mind. I guess my dad thought I would, and he encouraged me, but I just didn't. I just went out and did my best, and was pretty pleased when I got chosen to be on a team. I signed up with Cleveland Barons of the American Hockey League, which was a independent organization, but a very, very strong hockey-owned team. There was a man in Cleveland at that time by the name of Al Sutphin, who owned the Sutphin Inc. Company, and it was his team, and they were forever challenging the National Hockey League for the Stanley Cup, but of course it never took place. It was a little bit of publicity, I guess, in that sense. Well, the train, as far as I know, like we did have a connection to Cleveland right through Orioles and Brandon, but Rangers could have certainly been feeding Cleveland some help too. I'm not aware of that, because that would be in the managerial end, and of course I didn't know what was going on there. And that's winding up in Denver. The United States Hockey League at that time was in, I guess, a little bit of trouble that I didn't know about, but I actually was supposed to go to Minneapolis and play for a team by the Minneapolis Millers, and they changed their location and went to Denver, and we became the Denver Falcons. And so it was like I said earlier, it was a tough league to break into because of the number of hockey players, and but there was some strong, like, good cities. There was Omaha, Kansas City, St. Paul, Denver, and Milwaukee, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was quite a league, and it reminded me very much of that Slapshot show they showed. We were on a bus most of the time, or the train, either one. Growing up and going out of junior and going away to play and playing in Denver worked out pretty good for me. As I say, Joe Crozier was there to start with. So Joe was married at the time, I was not, and he invited me to stay with him and his wife in a house that they'd found to rent. And when Joe got traded away, Carl Kaiser, another Winnipeg boy, his brother Joe Kaiser was the other rookie, and he invited me to go and stay at his place with his brother Joe. So Carl was a defenseman on the Denver Falcons, and Joe was a centerman, and I was a defenseman. And so I lived with them. So it was really pretty nice to be away from home and not be living in a hotel room. And age had something to do with that too, because like we were 20, and I think the next youngest guy on the team was probably 23, 24 maybe. There was a lot of war veterans that were coming back and just finishing off. They were 20, 27, 28, 29 years old, and they were just getting in a couple of years of fun before they had to find jobs.